Just for the FitSeries audience and anyone else outside of FitSeries that might be interested in everything finance, can
Yes.
you tell me a little bit more about the King Victor Edoko? And what I'm looking for here is like, outside of your business, I know you put a huge amount of time into running a successful business and looking after your clients. But what would you say are your personal interests away from that, including hobbies?
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Mark. I do have a few interests outside work when I do get the time. So I like chess. I play a bit of chess on my phone. So I use
On your
chess time.
phone?
Yes, on my phone. Chess time connects me with anyone in the world, so we can play chess. Sometimes I actually use it as a stimulant to get my brain ticking before I even go to a meeting because it's a 1 minute chess game. So I do play a bit of chess. I also like reading. So I read a lot, hence why the all the qualifications and everything. I just enjoy reading,
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
getting some knowledge and um learning from others, I guess. So yeah, I do read a lot. Fictional, motivational books, studies relating to my work as well. And one of my new goals is to travel a lot more. So I'm trying to see if I can do 3 new countries every year. So
Yeah.
travel is one of the big ones as well. And
Okay. And tell me, what are you currently reading? Fiction?
okay, so fiction, I am still on Game of Thrones. Okay.
Oh,
So
well, of course.
yeah, Game of Thrones has been one that I've been reading for a very long time. Obviously, there's so many books. I'm on I think the fourth book now. So fiction, Game of Thrones.
Well,
Motivational
yeah.
non-fiction, though, the Diary of the CEO, highly recommend for any entrepreneurs or just people looking to develop their personal skills or professional skills. Yeah, I think that book is
Okay.
good. I literally started
Would
taking.
you recommend any, would you recommend another two books from the motivational side on top of the Diary of a CEO?
Okay. Yeah, so I think Presence by Amy Cuddy is a very good one as well. She has
Mhm.
she had an interesting story to tell, and I think it really helps people learn how to be present and how to bring in their I'll say
Mhm.
inner superpowers, if that makes sense. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Presence would be a good one. Another one is I would say, oh, which other one? I'll say Originals. Originals is a very good one as well. Literally, it talks about, people that have won Nobel Prizes and what are your hobbies,
Yeah,
did, how they grew up. So it gives some people a little bit context as to how
yeah,
some dynamics play a huge
yeah, yeah.
role they become. Um, so yeah, those are the
And
two.
they sound a little bit different than your typical business book where someone is kind of talking at you. When there's a story to it, I think, as you talked, like people's story to Nobel Prize, I think it makes it easier for people to maybe feel inspired rather than, some other books where you've got to take out a pen. Some books you got to take out a pen and paper and you'll actually be doing some exercises, but people just can't deal with that sometimes. One thing you left out, Victor, is so you're the reason like we're doing this is because you're obviously our gold sponsor, and it's not your first time sponsoring FitSeries.
Yes.
But your love of sports, because I know you play basketball or you used to play quite a bit. Can you talk to us about your love of sports and what inspired you to, maybe transition and sign over to the big dollars that FitSeries is offering you?
Yeah, so yes, I know sometimes I forget fitness is a hobby. To me, it's actually just part of my life, to be honest. But
Yeah,
yes, I used to play lots of basketball. I think as a teenager, it definitely kept me out of trouble. I rather played basketball than get into anything naughty. So
yeah.
that was pretty good. And I think now Fit Series um is the next phase for me, just because basketball, it's hard on the knees, hard on the joints, while as Fit Series gives you that cardio and ability to an opportunity to be, well, I say, strong as well. So definitely
It's
love.
it's the competition. It's the competition, isn't it? You just want to win.
Yeah, so yes, I do love a bit of competition, and yeah, FitSeries definitely gives me that opportunity to be in a competitive environment. And I think one of the key things I really like as well is you can do that in a team. So, unlike
Yeah,
of other um workouts, or just going to the gym or competing
yeah,
solo, FitSeries gives you that ability to work with other people and achieve something. And yeah, so hopefully we
yeah.
can do something.
I love that. I love that about it, coming from a team background as well. And the thing about, Fit Series is, even if you can't run, if you're not a runner and you don't like running, you're still, Fit Series, welcomes non-runners because of the team component. We'll have people with reconstructed ankles and they can't run, but they can still
Mm.
obviously participate, in the team. Tell us what your current pace is for 10 kilometers while we're talking about running.
Yeah, so oh well, last time I ran for an hour. This is the last time I did any big run. So I ran for an hour, and in that hour I ran about 12 Ks. So um
Okay, so Bart has got the edge on you right now then.
all
And
good.
Bart, who you well know, of course.
Yes, I'm coming for you, Bart.
Okay, so that's a little bit about yourself, what you like reading, your sport, what got you into competing in Fit Series. What inspired you to start your business? And can you, while you're talking about that, can you also share a little bit about the products and services you offer? Because I'm aware of what you are as a chartered financial analyst, because my brother has gone through that journey.
Mm.
And I know just how difficult. I know many other people who fail at level one, level two, and don't even go to the third.
Yeah. So I think the business was more of right pressures to start something, but I think key thing for me there was to just get a little bit of freedom as to how I impact other people's lives. I think when you work for a big organization, it's a little bit harder for you to dictate how you want to help people, and kind of step a little bit outside what that organization wants, because people are very individualistic, so they might want a certain treatment or a certain service. And running a business actually gave me that opportunity. Okay, yes, we can do that for you, that's fine. I guess freedom as well as to pursuing all my other hobbies, and someone like me that I'm a little bit of a nerd, and I like to work hard as well. That freedom really helps, because for example, I can go to the gym in between meetings and still get to work long hours to help clients. So I think it really had to do with freedom and
Yeah,
how I could help people in my own way as well. So
yeah, okay.
um, that's how I started business. And in terms of qualifications, I think, yeah, maybe I'm just a natural nerd. I can sit down and read and learn a lot. And CF,
Yeah, well, I do remember when my eldest brother was doing them, and he took an entire year. He was transitioning from a different career. He had a finance background in uni, but he took a full year off work to get past level one. Is that what they call it? And it's level one, exam one.
yeah, so there are three levels to the exam. So there's level 1, 2, and 3, and then finally you need to
Yeah,
keep a certain amount of hours to be qualified. So lucky your brother, he had the opportunity to take time off. I didn't have
to
that.
take.
So
I know. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So I
But
had to power through all of that. And
yeah, while you're
and
while you're working.
yes, while I was working. So look, one thing I really love about the CFA, Chartered Financial Analyst, it gives you really breadth and depth when you're learning about finance. It covers a lot, from
Yeah,
behavioral finance to complex instruments like derivatives, and how we should help clients if they have a certain bias to something. So it was just wonderful for me. I'm really
yeah.
happy I did it. It did take a huge chunk of my life away, but
I
yeah,
know. Yeah,
good.
but it's worth it. And it's worth it now for the products and services you offer. What would, like, someone listening to this interview, whatever you want to call it, how can CFV services help them? And what's your most, popular product or service that you provide?
I'll just give you the life stage. So basically, we help people with like cash flow. We want to ensure they have the basics, and that the basics is ensuring you know where your money is going and you know what to do with whatever is left. So we help people with cash flow management. We help people with investing. So once you have that cash flow, okay, what should you be doing? What kind of investment should you consider given your individual situation? You know, it might be a single person, it might be a person with kids, or it might be towards the end of retirement. What investment suits you best? You know, what level of risk should you be taking? Would guide you with that. We'll give you the advice, we'll help you implement, and we'll kind of hold your hand along the way as to changes that come up. We also help people with superannuation accounts, ensuring you have the right superannuation account, ensuring it's working as good as it can for you, giving obviously your personal preferences as well. And we'll help people retire. So I think retirement,
Yeah.
pension accounts, and that retirement phase is very key for lots of people. We all look forward towards that day when we can say, "Yep, that's it. We're done working.
Done.
We can enjoy
Yeah.
retirement life." So
And
yeah, we help people with all those. Another key aspect we ensure people have thought about is just protection. So protecting your human capital, protecting your ability to make a living. So those are the
yeah.
key areas we help with.
And for me, coaching with people, there's a lot of touch points. Obviously face to face, I can see people, Christ, 7 days a week sometimes, if we're doing stuff on a Sunday. With my, your remote client, so, we touch points. We might talk on the phone. You'll typically receive, some video updates from me. How do you manage the relationship with your clients?
Yeah, it's a very good question. You know, some people like things done in a certain way. Like one of my clients, she's like, Victor, just text me anytime, text me and then I'll let you know when it's time to call or when we can meet up. Other clients are like, call me anytime. So really depends on the client. But generally what we do is we do lots of Zoom meetings, lots of face-to-face if they prefer that as well. And they can come into the office here at World Square where we can catch up for meetings and then discuss whatever we have to do. So I think all the mediums of communication we use,
Yeah.
but mainly it's via Zoom because these days we have clients all across Australia. So via
Yeah.
Zoom
Well,
or face to face.
excellent. Okay, and a little segue, moving slightly. I'm particularly interested in, and probably others, in terms of why and what motivated you to sponsor this event.
Yeah, so I think personally there are three things I'm very passionate about. So I'm passionate about kids helping the next generation. I'm passionate about health and passionate about education. So wherever I get an opportunity to make an impact with those things, I definitely just jump on. So when I heard about sponsorship, uh, definitely that falls into health, and I know how important that is for lots of people. So I was like, yep, I can definitely sponsor that as well. And look, that flows into so many things, right? I think at CFV Services we give great service. So that's an opportunity as well for people to find out what we do and see if we can help them as well. So, but yeah, kids education and health, that's what I really care about.
And speaking of that, like, in terms of, potentially being able to introduce yourself to people, at the event, how do you plan on engaging with the attendees?
Yeah, so very, very good question. I think I might just see if I can run past them, and give them a wave and say, see you at the finish line. I think that'll be good. But knowing that some people are faster than me, aka Ba, I might just wave with him while he runs past myself. So but either
Well, we all know we go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say either way, people can always just reach out, ask questions, and look, I'm there for some competition, some fun, and
Yeah.
helping as many people as I can as well.
Well, we all know we're all fearing your run, Victor, but what other aspects of 24.1 are you looking forward to?
Yeah, so I think last time I didn't do very well at the bike, Eric. So I've been cycling a lot. So I'm looking forward to seeing
Yeah.
seeing if my efforts have paid off. So
I'm looking forward to seeing your improvements on the bike as well.
yeah, yeah.
I think Diego and Chris are as well.
All good. If I can't, hopefully they have trained harder than myself. So
Yeah, well, no, I think you've all done very well. Okay, now, so just to conclude, bring this to a draw. Can you maybe can you also, I touched on it there about how you intend to, engage with some of the participants, but, maybe if you can explain to the attendees or, the spectators or the competitors how to connect with you, during the event or even after the event, what's the best way for them to actually reach out to you?
yeah,
We
so
already set up. I said something, sorry, I set something up on LinkedIn where there was you were offering a consultation. You
yeah.
might be able to expand on that, plus whatever you were just about to say.
Okay, no worries, perfect. Basically, look, always happy to have a quick chat with anyone. So if they're happy to just walk up and ask any questions, I'm happy with that as well. We are very active on socials. So for example, we have a company Instagram. It's just CFV Services. I have my own personal Instagram as well. I don't post too much about business on there. It's more about my
No, yeah,
workouts and any other shenanigans I get up to. So that's King underscore Idoko. So that's more personal than anything else. We
yeah,
do have an TikTok account, and that's more
right,
professional as well. And we also have a YouTube account. So we're trying to really increase financial literacy as much as we can because look, we know we can help a lot of people. People just don't understand how we can help. So the more we put out stuff for people to really
yeah,
okay, yeah, okay, I see the value in that. Let's do it. The better for everyone because it's a win-win. We help them, they get to
yeah, yeah. I
accomplish.
think that's an important point. Even for myself, running my own business, I don't put a huge amount into content, and I think it is important that people understand. In your line, it's like there's so many financial advisors out there. There's so many gyms out there. There's got to be something, and that's we talked about the CFA and that. I think people should be aware just the level of expertise you do have,
Mm.
and experience, despite being relatively young. You've carved out quite a reputation.
One thing I'll just add on
What's
that, Mark, is
yeah,
obviously with that 30-minute consultation, we always tell people that's there because that's an opportunity for them to like and trust us and vice versa as well. Because,
yeah,
the more commonalities we have, um, the more of the like and trust, the better the relationship, and obviously the better the outcome for both people. So that's why that 30-minute consultation is free of charge, and they can ask any questions there. So we
yeah.
can clarify and help
It
them.
is. It's really important. Honestly, if they don't like you, if you're not able to build up that rapport with someone, then they're just not going to work with you. But they'll get to see the King Victor, and they'll get to see professional Victor after the event if they do the consultation. This is a little bit of a selfish question. How would you like to see FitSeries develop and grow?
I love that question, Mark. I would say basically one thing I've learned with advice, right? We always work with the client's goals and objectives. So for example, I would say I really want to see it grow as much as you want it to grow, whatever level you want that to be. And hopefully I can uh, motivate and push you even to a higher level to see things from that level. But I look if this can become, an Australian fully, event that is run, very similar to all other fitness events I know. Look, I'll definitely be
Yeah,
happy with that. But look, it comes down to you, Mark. How, whatever level you want to
Does
take this, we'll support you.
That's
We'll
it.
be
I've
right
got my
by your
I've
side.
got my I've got my mood board ready, or my inspiration board ready next to me. So if anyone doesn't know, next to Victor's desk, he's got his what do you call it? It's an inspiration board, right?
It's a vision board.
Vision board, yeah. So they can experience that for themselves when they get to know you.
Yeah, they can.
Is there any other way that FitSeries, myself, Fit Plus Well, can better support your sponsorship goals?
I'll tell you, look, you're doing everything, as I said, either way, we do this because we, care about people's health and we know how it can really make a difference in people's lives. And so no, we're just happy here to support. If people end up using our services, great. If not, the support
Yeah,
of health gives me enough joy, and I feel like I'm doing what I can, for
yeah,
people around me. So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
pretty
No,
much
it's brilliant. You've been
much
a
of
great
that.
supporter, and you've referred many people, and you won't be a stranger because they'll obviously see you hopefully throughout 24.2 and beyond as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Victor, I've no other questions for you. If you have anything you would like to add for any of our listeners here or viewers, please feel free to do it now. Otherwise, I'm going to leave this meeting.
Yeah, so just a big thank you to yourself, Mark. Thanks for organizing this. Thanks for organizing Fit Series. I think many people don't really may not know the work that goes into organizing such an event. So good on you for doing that. It definitely brings community and it helps people live a healthier life because look, training for something makes you train a lot better than if you're not training for anything. And me myself as an example, I used to train but not really for anything before now, and once I started training for something,
Yeah.
it took me to a whole different level.
Thanks, Victor, for the kind words, and thanks for obviously your ongoing support. Whether you realize it or not, it's a huge help, and you're always a good sounding board as well. But yeah, I think it is important that people, I think they look at FitSeries or competitions like that as good, healthy competition. Sometimes competition can scare people, but it's really coming from a place of teamwork and leadership, and positive self-discipline. That's ultimately what everything we do at Fit Plus Well and FitSeries is trying to enhance people's lives through a positive self-discipline. Okay, that's everything. I hope people watch this now, and I hope they reach out to you, and I hope they lap you so that you're a little bit further behind me when it comes to the 9th. Cheers, Victor.
No worries. Thanks, Mark.